Let me do some magic. Bigger time. Okay, I'm on the computer. So let's see if everything is doing good. 1 second. I need to do a little magic.
Okay,
Yes.
take your
Let me
time.
check if magic needs to work. I am my own producer, so change are saved. I need to go to this tick restart. So yes, sir. I think we are live. We are gonna do the full screen. Let me check on X if everything is okay. We are gonna be ready in few seconds for the people who is watching. Yes. Yes, I think, yeah, it's live. We're live. Hello, this is the Bitcoin Libertarian. Here I am doing a live stream with Gemmy. Usually we used to record and then upload to YouTube, but I think that is much better. I love the vibes of streaming. She is streaming in her channel and in her Rumble, in her YouTube. So I think that we are going to stream from now and we are going to upload for sure this later on YouTube and on Rumble. Gemmy, how have you been doing these 2 weeks that I didn't see you?
Yeah, sorry about that because a lot has happened the past 2 weeks. First of all, because I'm going to be the new host of Roxham TV, so that's pretty exciting. 2 weeks ago, it was the launch party. We booked this amazing venue. It's like one of the nicest venues, I would say, in the whole Hong Kong. So we were there doing a lot of content. I did like 30 interviews within a day. I mean, it was exhausting, but again, I learned so much from the conversations I had from all these people. So that's one thing. But the second thing that happened to me is that I got hacked. The hacker stole my X account, which I have been using for more than 4 years. And the hacker also took 15,000 from my MetaMask wallet. So it was a little bit hectic for me. I had to like format everything. Obviously, losing money is not fun, but like the X part, I thought I'll be managed to file a report to X and then get my account back. But unfortunately, looks like that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's the point because money goes and comes and goes. But if you lost your social media, you lost your community, and to recover this, it's very difficult. But again, we are a huge community in the Bitcoin and crypto space, and I think that soon you're gonna recover all your followers. And again, I think that is a lesson for everyone. Now we are so exposed. Can you tell a little bit to our audience? I know that just a little bit. If you guys want to know what happened to Shemi, you can go to Gem Crypto, her YouTube channel, and she tells everything. So I think it's a good thing to tell, so it doesn't happen to another person again. So a little review.
Yeah, because like it was the whole thing. It was my mistake. I downloaded some malicious software because as well, I am a crypto influencer and I make crypto content. So I get approached by projects a lot on X. So they would just send me a DM. And then one of this project, the name is Block Agent, where they have more than 300,000 followers on X. So I thought they were legit because a lot of the people that I know actually follow that X account. So I actually did my due diligence about what they do. They're in like this DeFi with AI combined. So I didn't have so much doubt because okay, I talked to the team and then we hop onto this call, this like Google Meet virtual meeting, and the hacker actually showed his face to me. That's the craziest part because usually hacks like this, they don't like to show their face, but the hacker showed me his face. And we actually talk on Google Meet for like 5 minutes before hopping to another shady platform. So the shady platform was called Lumina. If you guys see that name, make sure run. I share the full story because I want to give transparency to my community. Like if they come across scams like this, just like stay away, be alerted. Long story short, I downloaded this like malicious software called Lumina, which is supposed to be another like virtual meeting equivalent to Google Meet. I downloaded at 9 p.m. Hong Kong time, and then the drain happened at 10:30, 10:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. So they stole 15K from my MetaMask. They stole my X account because my X account I've been using for years, and it never occurred to me that I should go back to fix my security. I have 2FA in my X account. Like I used phone verification, but from what I heard is that phone verification can still be hacked, even though you turn on 2FA or like email verification. So the safest way is actually Google Authenticator. So if you guys, especially on social media, if you have been using that for a long time or building a community, like losing accounts suck. Like I'm experiencing that. And so make sure to turn on not just 2FA or phone verification, make sure to turn on Google Authenticator. That is like the very important lesson I learned from here.
Yes, I have everything with Google Authenticator and my biometric data and all the things. But yeah, this is something that is happening. Uh, and I was talking a couple of weeks ago with the founder and CEO of Clever Wallet. He's from Brazil. And I was asking him about the security of the wallet. And he was telling me that the biggest amount of hacks and money stolen comes from these social hacks. So yeah, we almost fall in a couple of them, a couple of times. Most of people, the funny thing is when they approach me to promote a project that is not related to Bitcoin, I say sorry, Bitcoin only. And but some of them they approach you with like they are running something like that. Last time I was approached from a guy that he wanted to do a podcast episode with me, and we had a meeting through Zoom, but he didn't show his face. And then he added me to a Telegram group to have another call, and then I started to suspect. And then I went to his ex. His ex was apparently legit. But I saw that I went to the previous message on X, and he was posting in Portuguese. And when I sent to the company if he was legit, the company said nobody with this name is working here. So you need to be, and also there are a lot of people impersonating me now. For example, Gemmy's account verified is owned by another person. Gem Crypto is not anymore owned by Gemmy. So we never will be asking you money. We never will be asking you download things. If I don't know, Jamie, but if I approach someone is to invite them to my podcast, I will only send the link. They don't have to download anything. They don't have to log into anything. So if any person impersonating our ex, always check that is the Bitcoin double underscore that is verified. And in doubt, just say no. That's the thing. I'd rather that you say no to me, even I am legit, instead of being scammed by a person impersonating me and you think that's me. So, and today there was a massive problem with some JavaScript libraries that they were hacked, but I think that this was solved. I don't know if you
Yeah.
listen to.
Yeah, so the hack is they use something called NPM hack. So what happened is just like half a day ago, which is on 8th, yesterday. Um, So the hacker compromised like a trusted developer account via phishing. It's just like basically my case, but like this developer is so famous, so a lot of people downloaded his packages, and then these packages get like 2.6 billion downloads per week, and is mostly used across Web3 and crypto wallets. So people got so scared. Long story short is that they tried to inject malware to steal funds by swapping wallet address. However, it got detected very fast. So the hack was removed in just like 2 hours. Even though it was like the largest NPM supply chain attack in crypto history, the damage is like minimal. Like, guess how much the hacker stole, Fernando?
I think I read that was $66, something like that. But
Yeah,
I don't
so
know if it.
Yeah, so the hack was like minimal. So far, there's like ETH being stolen and some random meme coins, which bring up a total of like $500. So I will say, like, shame on you, hacker. Like you did phishing, you did like put so much effort, but you end up just stealing $500. So he sucks, I would say.
So that's to be put a conclusion. I wanted to talk about that for the audience to be aware. To put a conclusion, let's say 95% or more of hacks come from social engineering. Someone send you a link and try to log in and download something. So try to avoid this. Also try to have all your money, all your Bitcoin or crypto separated in different wallets, different devices. There are a lot of security measures that you need to think. And I put this because it's the FOMO of the quantum computing FOMO. Quantum computing fad. So a person who has a quantum computer is not going to hack you. All the hacks come by this social interaction and social phishing scams. So try to don't trust, verify always. So what do we have next?
So the job market about from the US, basically everything is signaling a recession. People are saying that maybe we are already in recession, because that's usually when the official data is out, usually the worst time has been over. Why would I say this? Because the August job report just came in hot, and it looks very weak. So only 22,000 jobs being added. I'm not sure if you can share the screen.
Yes, I can share for you, Gemmy. I can share for you.
Yeah, because like looking at the graph, it might help to understand a little bit more. Yeah,
This
so if you
graph?
scroll down, yes. If you scroll down, so we are here looking at the non-farm payroll. So why we need to look at this data so important? So non-farm payroll, it stands for monthly net job changes in most industries. So if you look at the chart, you see that, okay, especially in June, there's a negative number. So that's very concerning. So the revision actually started in May. So Donald Trump was so mad because, okay, in May and June, there's a combine of 258,000 jobs being revised down. So that's why he was so mad, and that's why he wanted to fire someone again. So the August one, we had only 22,000 jobs being added. Unemployment rate is also taking up. So right now we're sitting at 4.3%, which is the highest since 2021. And job growth over the last 3 months average only 29,000 jobs compared to 120,000 jobs over the past year. So you could be like, okay, Gemmy, what do these data even mean? Like, what do these numbers even mean? So long story short, usually when like monthly jobs being added, the healthy range is about 150,000 to 250,000. That is the healthy range. The okay range is 100,000 to 150,000 jobs. So in other words, if there are only like less than 100,000 jobs being added in that month, like it's very concerning. It shows that we are in a weak economy. And if you go back to the chart, like we are basically below 100,000 jobs for, well, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, so 4 consecutive months. That's why the market say, okay, maybe we are in a recession, or 2026 might be in a recession. Like not only the non-farm payrolls is looking so bad and everyone is so like panic, is so concerned. Well, unemployment rate is taking up. Right now it's 4.3%, up from 3.4% in 2023. So like more than 1% increase. And usually when the unemployment rate get above 4.5%, it signals like the we need to be alerted. Like it rings some like really alarming bells, and that's why people are saying that maybe 2026 is we have a recession. Donald Trump was so mad, so they fire someone, and people are saying that there's like some manipulation when it comes to the non-farm payroll, because it proved that there are some inflating job numbers under the Biden administration. So the BLS is going to the length of revising even the job additions back in Biden administration. So people are saying, oh, there is manipulation going on. I don't know about your take. Like, do you think the US economy is so bad, or do you think like the Biden administration, there's like some manipulation? What's your take, Fernando?
Coming from Biden administration was similar to an administration we had in Argentina called the Kirchner administration. That, by the way, they won the elections last weekend, and now Argentina is a mess. But anyway, so the people who belong to this administration that is similar to what the Bidens do, they use to manipulate all the data. They used to manipulate inflation data. They used to manipulate not the employment, the poverty data. So that's something that I'm sure that coming from Biden administration that has the same foundations of the administration that I lived in Argentina, because I was living in Argentina when they were in power. They manipulated all the data. So even the inflation, all the things. So as they are the same, I have no doubt that Biden did manipulate the data. But anyway, so far the numbers are not looking good. Of course, for me as Argentinian, a 4.5% of unemployment rate, and this data, if it was in Argentina, would be magic, but would be amazing. But talking about United States economy and what this take to the rest of the world, yes, if the United States economy gets like cold, we can have a problem. But this leads to what is going to happen next week.
Yeah, so what's happening right now is that they're conflicting data. Like the job market is so bad, as you guys can see on the chart. However, inflation is slowly ticking up. Like some say it's because of tariffs. So that's some controversial. So I try not to get down into that rabbit hole, because there's like another 1 hour discussion. But long story short, CPI is sitting at 2.8%, which is ticking up and is way above the Fed's 2% target. So on one hand, we have rising inflation. On the other hand, we have an extremely weak job market. So the Fed actually has a dual mandate. First, they need to control inflation at 2%. And second, they need to have a healthy job market. So balancing these two out is an extremely difficult job. But like if you go to the Fed Watch and the prediction market, so people are saying that in September, so the Fed meeting is happening between 17th to 18th of September. Whether the Fed will cut rate or not, like of course we're gonna get at least a 25 basis point cut. Like is confirmed, like almost confirmed, I will say. Nothing is 100% right. I don't think we're going to get a 0% cut. I think it's going to be at least 25 basis point. But right now, people are guessing whether it's 25 basis point or 50 basis point. 90% of people say is 0.25, and then 10% of people saying that it's going to be 0.5%. So let's see, we're just guessing here. Like my prediction is that, okay, if we end up getting a 0.25%, the market is neutral at best, or even buy the rumor, sell the news. Maybe Bitcoin dip a little on that news because most of that has priced in for 0.25%. But however, if it's a 0.5%, like the market are going to have a completely different reaction. What's your take so far, Fernando? Like, do you agree with like the 0.25 or 0.5?
Yes, I think that because of course the Fed mandate is to keep the inflation low and keep the job high. But Trump is the guy who took office promising jobs, bring back the jobs to America, and he's pushing so badly for a rate cut. So I think, but for the other side, Powell doesn't want. I think that, yes, as you said, if the rate cut is 25.25, I think that markets are not going to react. We are not going to see like a huge pump on Bitcoin, on crypto, on the stock market, because, as you said, it's already priced in. It's something that we already see that is going to happen. I remember the meeting of when Jerome Powell was in this meeting a Friday. That was a Friday night for us, and he spoke about the potential rate cuts. Bitcoin went up and then went down. I think went up during the weekend, and on Monday went down again. So I think that the 0.25 cut won't make a difference, but if we get something that we are not expecting, or we are expecting with a low probability, I think can be huge. I think that most analysts are super bullish. The people that I follow, they say that they will cut the rate 0.50, and there will be a super bullish. September is going to be super bullish. October will be super bullish. But as usual, sometimes people speak a lot to get more views, to get more engagement and all the things. We need to have rational expectations. I think we can have 25, and let's see what happens next.
Yeah, I mean, I would say usually the Fed cut rates because we are in a recession. So if we really do get a 50 basis point cut, that almost like signal that we are in a really weak economy. And I'm not sure if it's a good thing or bad thing. Like recession or not, the data is still contradicting. Like if you look at the GDP, it's growing, it's 1.25% in quarter one this year. So yeah, so GDP is growing. However, job market is looking so weak. So honestly, I still can't draw a conclusion whether it's a recession or not. But what I focus is for Bitcoin, right? So short term wise, we have rising unemployment. Maybe when I say short term, I'm saying like in the coming days. Like, okay, maybe people see that, okay, job market sucks. And then it kind of trigger a risk off environment. People because people still see Bitcoin as risk on, which I don't think, but people still think it's very volatile. So Bitcoin would dip a little bit, and then medium term, we definitely gonna get a rate cut in September. So rate cut, it equals to liquidity injection. So historically speaking, that has always been bullish for BTC. There's a correlation between global liquidity and BTC, like is at a 0.94 correlation. So it's highly correlated, although there's like a 6-week lag for BTC to reflect on the price. So medium term, I think it's still going to be very bullish. And long term, like if a recession hit, Bitcoin, well, I would say Bitcoin still kind of like will get hit for because like the whole market is down. So yeah, recession or not, we still need more data to tell.
Yes, I think that all these movements, all these things related to the rate cuts, related to the job report, I think that are metrics that are important for the short term, especially people who like trading or who trade, who use leverage and all the thing. For the average people, I always said, think in the long term, think in a 4-year cycle. I think that Bitcoin is going to go up forever. Now I'm into the rabbit hole of the power law curves that probably I explained in another episode, because and you can go to my Rumble, search for the episode with Giovanni Santostasi, or the episode we had on Saturday that we are going to be releasing on this week with Matthew, explaining the power law and the behavior of Bitcoin. Of course, all these signals that the market can give can trigger ups and downs in the short term. But if you study the fundamentals, if you study the Bitcoin white paper, and if you study economics and all the things, in the long run, Bitcoin is going to go up forever. Of course, there are a lot of things that they are talking. M2, that is something that I like to watch, is growing, and usually Bitcoin follows this pattern. The gold price is reaching all-time highs, that it shows that Bitcoin is usually delayed 30 days. So probably we can have a rise on the price of Bitcoin. But again, this is all talking in short term, not talking in long term. If you do your DCA strategy and you are stick into buying Bitcoin every week, every month with this, there is no problem. But if you want to trade, or if you want to take short positions or do leverage, you need to understand this. But at the end of the day, as Sailor said, Bitcoin is going up forever. Laura, in this case, Gemmy.
Yeah, well said. I agree with you. Like nothing stopped this train.
Nothing stopped this train, as Heisenberg says. So, do you have anything else to discuss? Do you want me to stop sharing the screen?
Yeah. I think we have pretty much cover all the important topics today.
And you need to leave, I think, right?
Yeah. I have another meeting at 9:30.
Well, can I share a little thing that I found today on X that looks amazing? So it's gonna be only 2 minutes. So let me share my screen. I saw this, and I saw this that is amazing. A guy that is doing his he posted like Sailor, and he says that Forest Hodl acquires 63,497 sats and achieves a BTC yield of 69% year to date. Now holds 255,676 sats. He presents like Sailor presents the purchases, although the money is 63 US dollars around. He holds 255 US dollars. And this is something that I want to show to the people because, and the other funny thing that he did, and I will, he has the Pleb Tools Treasury Tracker. His portfolio summary of Bitcoin, the Canadian dollars investment, the average buy price in Canadian dollars, and he has here the dots graphic like Sailor when he's buying, when he is buying. It's amazing because what I want to show you with this is that you don't have to be Sailor. You don't have to buy massive amounts of Bitcoin. With just having a smart strategy of buying 63,000 sats, that probably today is not too much money. When you see this in the long term, in the future, and I will do the calculations in another episode because I know you need to go, this is going to be a lot of money. So this is the way that people, when we think that no, Bitcoin is too expensive, it's not expensive, and we can buy Bitcoin with any amount of money. Most of the people think that you need to buy one whole Bitcoin, and you just can buy some sats and hold and put in self-storage and in cold storage and start accumulating. And in the future, you're going to see what they are doing and the money that they are doing. I like this post. I love this post. I didn't retweet it. I will retweet now. And it's from the guys of Maple Bitcoin. They have an amazing podcast. And I don't know this guy, but behind Maple Bitcoin is Rahat Soni, one of the guys that I like the most. He explains Bitcoin for newbies. Anyone can understand it. So I shout out to them. And for me, it's good to share this that I saw today on X. So, Gemmy, thank you very much for your time. Your social media again for the people who didn't follow you or was following you, the old one.
Yeah, so my YouTube channel is Jam Crypto. My Twitter new handle is jamjamcrypto_IO. Make sure you type _IO. And for Rumble, it's the same, Jam Crypto.
Excellent, Gemmy. Thank you very much for your time. See you next week, and have fun in the crypto boat trip that I'm not able to. I cannot go, but have fun, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you should really change your schedule and come. We're gonna have so much fun.
I have to do a lot of things. Plus, this Sunday I was like kind of sick. I don't know if it was something that I eat, but I was on bed all day, so I need to do a lot of things next weekend. But in another boat trip, I'm sure I will be there, Gemmy. Have fun, and see you next week.
Okay, see you next week.
And thank you everyone who is on the other side. If you like the episode, please thumbs up. Share this episode with the people you love. Share this episode with the people you hate. We must reach 8 billion people. See you in the next episode of our podcast and next week with Gemmy. Stay humble, stack sats, and remember, we are all Satoshi.